which will lead into our draft next month. So we'll fill out the rest of the 2K League rosters. And then for the players who, unfortunately don't get selected, there'll be another opportunity to compete in our league via 3v3. So in the January range, in the month of January, we'll have a series of online qualifiers for 3v3 as a chance to kind of break into the league and for our 3v3 split. And so the way the format works is we have 8 open spots, and then we have 8 community invited spots. So we're excited to actually announce that UPA will actually have one of our invited community spots going into this season, which is exciting. So they'll be able to kind of field a 3v3 roster that would compete against our 2K League Pro team. So we're really excited about that and just kind of further integrating ourselves with UPA.
I mean, Ev, if you thought the community was going to be toxic before, now you're about to have everybody sliding into your DMs, but hey, man, let me get that spot. Let me get that spot. But what's this mean to you? This is huge, man. Being integrated in the game at the highest level for a chance to win the big dollars on the 3v3 side.
It's one step closer in bridging the gap for the professional scene and amateur scene. So I'm really excited to get to work with that. And then, we're excited to put a team together of what the community has to offer. Obviously, all the teams aren't going to select the best players. We're going to find a diamond in the rough, and we're going to come for the gold.
All right, well, final thoughts from you before we go, Ev.
Any final thoughts? No, I'm just excited to get this thing going.
All right, Joe, final thoughts from you.
No, I just want to wish everyone the best of luck who's competing for the big money, and I'm just excited to see some good gameplay and see who takes this weekend down. I'm excited, so we'll see.
Well, I would ask you, Joe, who you're most excited to watch, but I know you got to go ahead and stay unbiased. But Ev, I'm going to ask you though. Wait, what's the storyline you're following before you head off here?
You said what?
What's the storyline you're following in terms of any players, any teams you're excited to see here?
So, Liquid has been on fire. KMT has been on fire. So I'm expecting them to make a nice little run. Big CB13 fan. So.
Okay, yeah. Mr. Gold Medalist, Mr. 2K League champion as well.
I want to see how the FIBA guys do this.
Yes.
Oh, and Breakout.
Got Dimes here.
Yeah, I want to see what Breakout can do. They're the ones that won the PS5 side of the last
in
UPA
Dallas.
event. So I want to see them make a nice little run as well. So.
You had Unguardable back then. CP didn't make the trip, but I appreciate it, chat. We're going to go ahead and take about a 30-second break. Harrison, I'll be back on the mic in just a moment. 8-3 is the lead as we got 3 minutes left in the first. Welcome back to the Unified Pro-Am World Championships here in New England. We are back with my man with the extra rib, Harris Rubenstein.
Yes, sir. What's going on?
That was good, man. It was cool to kind of see the integration between UPA and the NBA 2K League. It's always great when the amateur side gets hooked up with the professional side of things. A lot of big things to come. We'll see a UPA team in 3v3 this time around.
Yeah, I kind of compare it to two sides of Velcro, right? I feel like UPA and the league have slowly been coming together, finding those different ways to partner and to hook together. And now you kind of see it, right? The 3v3 team is going to be awesome. Can't wait to see who UPA ends up picking for that, and also the coach of that team. And obviously, I think going into the future, the more integrated the league is with UPA and the more integrated UPA is with the league, vice versa, just the better the community is going to be overall. At the end of the day, this is a community that was grown from the ground up. This is a real grassroots esports community. It's great for them to have this partnership.
Yeah, there's no Durant that was traded to the Warriors. This is cute, though. You've got someone in the chat saying no commentators, and then we come on. They're like, yeah, okay, cool, about
we
time.
back.
So it's cool.
Don't worry.
It's nice.
I appreciate you missing us, though.
Yeah, I do as well. Here we go. Starting things off here, about a minute left in the first quarter, 12-7. And yes, producer, we can hear you.
excited to see
Kane
this
from
team.
the right side.
Hezzy Kane, A Precise, two guys who can make a big impact here in the combine. Again, so many guard spots open. Might be open for them.
Long Aaron pass. Fanta, another individual who we expected big things from on the 3v3 side. Haven't really seen it thus far, but he might just get another chance this time around. We've got Dirk holding things down on social end.
He'll be on broadcast with us tomorrow.
He will be.
Crazy.
You actually, so tomorrow you'll actually have Dirk for the main finals and semifinals tomorrow, but
Yeah.
I hear you're also cooking up a couple of guests that'll be joining you during the combine.
Sheesh. Yeah, I'm trying to get as many players, coaches, whoever wants to come on as I can. I'm going to try to get BFW on here too. Want to get Frank on here, do a little BFW live for the combine. Get a couple others. Maybe we'll get Champ on here too. There are a couple dudes who I want to get on broadcast and talk to. So with you abandoning me,
I know.
we'll have fun.
I double booked myself for tomorrow for the second time in back-to-back years. Last year it was your wedding,
Oh,
which I didn't
I
miss.
ripped you so hard. For
You
that.
did, which I did not miss.
No.
But this year I couldn't do it again. But here we go. I see the GOAT gets the last second shot off. Not going to go. 4-point lead. A much closer game this time around than we saw last time. As Precise brings it up, gets bumped around to the right side. Down low to Ask Josh. Back over up top. Trying to get the ball swung around. There's King's World. Is he standing up is the question. I don't believe he is. Back over to the right side. Gets the man in the air. Doesn't take the shot.
Dot.
Left corner. Dot is the man. King's World. I was going to say the man who just got engaged. I think he got married, though. I know he was engaged last time
Yeah.
we broadcasted in January. I believe he's a married man now.
A couple of really interesting prospects just kind of around the horn. Ask Josh, the power forward for Team Red, a guy who started off pre-draft really hot. His name has kind of settled a little bit, but with the amount of power forward spots, he's definitely a guy who GMs are going to be watching. I know that he's been interviewing quite well, or people expect him to interview well. So I'm interested to see how Josh is going to do it. And then also from a lockdown perspective, you have King's World on one side. It's so hard for locks, you got Icy on the other. You're not just fighting for a 5 spot, though. Maybe some teams are out there looking for 3s locks, or even for our community teams, I feel like Icy would fit well there.
Well, no question about it, especially a man who's got the professional experience. As that's a beautiful offensive rebound there. Kicks it back out to King's World to the right side. That shot looked to be contested, but it was wide open as he knocks it down. Foot was on the line, so it's a 2 instead of a 3. Swan, another individual, played for the Hornets, played for the Hawks. Now looking to get himself back in the league as a wide open shot on the break.
Ooh.
Misses from the right side.
Yeah, Swan with a position swap. Now playing power forward. Obviously way more spots on the power forward than there are on locks. So smart by Swan to try to show off that versatility to get back in the league. But man, power forward still as competitive as ever.
Shout out to Kraft. Did a great job representing UAB. USAB.
Hey.
I was doing the broadcast in Sweden. It was like when he had to crown them world champions. I really just wanted to say the United States of America.
Why didn't you?
Because you told me to say USA basketball.
I just told you couldn't say Team USA. That's all you
that's
couldn't
what
say.
it was. I think I did say United States
I think you did
basketball.
too, yeah.
But that was really cool, man. That was a fun experience.
That was a great time, man. Crazy flight. Crazy flight.
I got so mad. It took me 8 hours to go to Amsterdam, but 10 hours to come back.
Yeah, it's about right.
Stupid tailwinds. Shot from the left side, though, and just like that, the lead is back 22-21. Duck Jordan, closest to us here on the big stage, he gets fouled. He's been on a journey, man, himself.
Yep.
Right, drafted top of the draft class. Then kind of traveled the world. Yep, second overall pick.
Second player also in league history to be ad waived last year when Bougie first.
First person, I believe, to win comeback player of the year.
Yes, he was our first comeback player of the year. Or most improved. Sorry, we don't have comeback.
Most improved.
Yeah. It's basically the same.
Yeah.
It's basically the same. But yeah, Duck has a really good chance of getting back in. I really loved watching him play so far this offseason. Really good player. Him and Fana. We'll see them during UPA later today, too, during the World Championship. So, look, Duck has a great shot. A lot of GMs like him. They know what he brings to the table. If you got a superstar shooting guard next to him, you can build a great offense around Duck. So he's still open, and there you go, right on cue.
Man knocks down a 3 himself.
I like the watch, by the way.
Thank you.
Good watch.
I appreciate
Is it upside down?
No, it just doesn't work.
Oh, okay.
I kid you not, bro. I've had this beautiful watch gifted to me 7 years ago. Not once have I put the batteries in.
Wow, that's great.
I know. King's World. Gets it back over to Precise, who's got badge. Dots it to the right side. Didn't hit a button, or it could have been stolen away. Hezzy
nice
Kane pulls up, but he can't get that one to go. Ball's in the air. Defensive rebound now. Defense does get back. So no real fast break opportunity. Fanta back over. Full is him. Duck Jordan trying to find a little bit of space. He does, and he finds the bottom of the net.
Boom. That is a pro-level shot right there from Duck. Off the dribble, right into the three-pointer. That's a tough shot to hit, especially in this 2K.
But I will say, my watch is correct 2 times during the day. Which would be at 7:11.
7:11, all right.
Which is very on point for, yeah.
Oh, God. Wait. Oh, my God.
It took you a minute.
We
That's
are on
cute.
the league stream.
Back over to Jordan, a.k.a. Mr. Duck on the left side.
Ooh,
with
nice
badge,
move.
trying to work out.
Got him.
Got the midi, gets it to drop as well.
He has such great ball control, always has, especially when he's charging towards the hoop or into the mid-range. You know, the question for Duck has always been, you know, his perimeter offense, you know, his three-point shooting. Can he hit consistently enough from outside to really create and develop enough of an offensive scheme? But his mid-range game and his ability to get to the rim is still unmatched. I mean, we call him Duck Jordan for a reason. He loves getting those mid-range twos, those layups, contact dunks. He's still got it.
I remember him back in the days with playing with Goofy.
Hey, shout out to Goofy, by the way. He's in the Army now.
Yeah.
I think he graduated the academy. He's about to be enlisted.
You know,
Shout out to Goof.
I'll talk about him in a second. We're about 15 seconds. Gets a cut from the right side. Doesn't get it, though. Looking to come right back. 10 seconds to work with. Duck dots it over to the right. Swan with the shot. Swan with the miss. 6 seconds left to go. Launches it all the way to the right side. Pick.
Touchdown.
And they call it quick timeout. 3.5. Looked like Richard Sherman out there.
Sir, we are in New England.
My bad.
He looks like Devin McCourty out there.
Bro, do you know your Pats record?
He's retired. So is Richard Sherman.
That's fair. What is it, Legion of Boom?
Yeah.
3.5. Gets the inbound. He's got a shot. He didn't take it. Bruh.
Oh,
Did he make that one, though? I got to see if he made that one. It looked like he did. With the reactions, it looked like he did.
That was nasty.
But I don't care. Should have taken that first shot off the inbound pass.
By the way, who beat the Legion of Boom in the Super Bowl? Can you remind me?
Bro, I was in Vegas.
That's right.
I cannot tell you the range of emotions I went through when they passed the ball. Like, get out of here. Malcolm Butler, you know what? We'll talk about it later. We're on the league stream. We'll keep it profesh. Precise goes ahead and gets that one foul. Second team foul. Excuse me, second personal. First team foul here.
Much closer matchup than we had on stage.
This is
the
so
last
much more
time.
fun
This
to
is
call.
nice. Yeah.
Like, I don't have to bring out knock-knock jokes, you know? No one wants that.
I do.
I appreciate
I
it.
like your jokes. I think you're funny. I think it's just me, though. I think that's
Yeah,
what the list
that's
ends.
probably true.
It's me and then all your Bumble matches. That's what thinks you're funny. Nice miss.
Anyway, TJ gets it over to the right side. King's World. Hezzy Kane. Thought he had an opening, but he waited for a defender to be in his ear to make it look all fancy, and he shoots it very early.
Yeah, he came off the wrong side of the screen there. The bump came. He should have flipped it back and gone left. He went right. The help defender was there, plus the guy came off the screen. Not the best decision. Easy two the other way.
Someone in the chat asked, how did Precise get here? He flew here.
I think the funny part about 2K this year is that missing threes is so dangerous. A poorly missed three is basically a two on the other end. So guys this year, when you're taking those heavily contested threes like that, you just have to remember that it's going to lead to an easy transition bucket on the other end because all of your players are so far down by the other hoop. Transition buckets, man. That's really all the offense that guys can generate in this 2K. It's hard to create half-court offense.
Wish we could have had no look here.
Yeah.
The
Surprised
old
they aren't here.
squad. Oh, tip pass there.
It's okay. They're playing in LA this year, so.
Yeah, they're having a great old time. Stepped out of bounds, though, but they're going to retain possession.
Is that blocking foul? Yeah.
3:44.
Block.
You know, when I was a ref, I used to love that motion. And charge. Charge was exciting as well.
Dude, going the other way is the best.
Oh, beautiful cut from the right side. We've seen a lot more cuts in this 2K, which blows my mind because the defense is just falling asleep on them.
Well, it's hard to, I feel like the animations for the guys that are in the corners when it comes to grabbing those, you have to be almost right kind of where I forget what that line is called. You have to basically be where the red box starts. You have to be on that white line if you actually want to steal one of the cuts. If your wingspan just isn't long enough, you're never going to be able to reach and pluck those passes, especially if the guy at the top has needle thread or whatever the high pass accuracy. It's hard to snatch those out of the air.
Josh with his 4th foul. Keep an eye on that one as we've still got about 7 to 8 minutes left. Duck.
Can't believe I forgot what that line is called.
I call it the elbow area, the free throw.
Oh, by the baseline. Baseline.
You're talking about like this?
No, that right
The
here.
restrict. Oh, that I don't know.
Yeah.
The whisker line. I don't know. But then again, when I started wanting to be a part of the 2K League, I didn't know what hash was. So
That's okay. We all
or
learn.
low block was.
Nice shot by Fana. Ooh, that's nasty. Nice shot.
What do you think about Fana, especially in terms of the 3v3 side? We know you've got the ad drop
Yeah.
situation as well. What do you think about teams possibly utilizing for 3v3? And if they're not the biggest fans of him in terms of 5v5, as Hezekiah is 1 for 9 here tonight.
I'm higher on Fana as a 5v5 prospect than I think most guys are. I think he's grown a lot. I think he learned a lot from his first time in the league. He's really revamped himself off the court as well. His audience is huge. His Twitch is huge. It really just depends on what he wants. Nice shot by Precise. Does Fana want to be a full-time guy in the league, or does he want to be a community guy? Because that Twitch bag, India, that Twitch bag is hard to walk away from.
I'm glad you brought that up because
it's
that's
hard to walk
real
away
life
from. That's a lot of money
that content creators have to go through, right? Including Iggymo.
Yeah.
Right? Again, I'm not here to count anybody's pockets. None of my business. I'm not a CPA certified individual. Nice 3 from the left side.
Back to back.
As they cut into the deficit to make it 7. But that's something that is a real life situation.
Well, it's one of those things where it's like, it's not maybe you're giving it up, but it's like, will being in the league help your future audience and help your future content creation? For a guy like Iggymo, I think that's going to help him a lot. Fana, I'm not sure because his audience is already gigantic that I'm not sure if that's going to raise his profile.
Yeah.
But take a guy like Forgive Justin, right, who has a decent Twitch audience, is kind of growing as a content creator. Getting into the league for him would be huge, but Fana's already a superstar from a content creation standpoint. So it's all about what he wants, and I think he'll tell GMs that in interviews.
Beautiful job there on the defensive side. They covered the cut from the left, and they created some confusion to get the steal, which led to a bucket on the other side. And we're right back to an 11-point lead with about 1:35 left in the third.
It is tough to kind of judge Fana because the last time that he was trying to make the league, seriously make the league, was when he was a point guard. He's a much different player on shooting guard than he is PG. When he was a PG, he's all about the dribble moves and the fancy stuff. On shooting guard, he can obviously still get in his bag, but still a little bit more of a catch and shoot guy, better defender than he used to be. But yeah, it's just a different situation nowadays.
Ugly shot there, 75% coverage, shot it very early. I mean, you've got, the champions, defending champions at the moment in terms of Warriors Gaming Squad. You've got Nadal that went from point guard to 2 guard as well. So there's a little bit of blueprint that's been laid out for us. Shout out to Len now leading the squad there. And shout out to Mike back home in Cleveland.
Yeah. The shooting guard position has evolved so much. I mean, it used to be a sharp position, just a little catch and shoot. You're defending the corner. Nowadays, you got to be maybe the best offensive player on the team. You also have to be the second or third best defensive player on the team as well. You need to know rotations. You need to know wraps. You need to know the IQ that you need to play shooting guard in the NBA 2K League now is really unbelievable. So I respect Fana trying to make the league through shooting guard, but it's not going to be easy.
We shall see how things play off. This is just block number 2.
Oh!
They get double
block? What?
Blocked from the right, then blocked from the left.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
That blows my mind.
What was that?
Wow. Dude, if we can get a replay of that, that would be great.
What?
Because what was that?
Yo, they blocked it into each other. That was nuts.
You block it. Nah, you block it.
Duck season, rabbit season.
The double block. And I don't mean me getting blocked on Facebook and Instagram at the same time. That's not what we're talking about.
Does that happen to you a lot?
Who uses Facebook? What am I, 50?
Derek's always on Facebook. Sorry, Derek.
He lives in Byron, Illinois.
He doesn't live in Byron, Illinois.
Live there
he lives in
anymore. That's
Rochelle.
right.
Rochelle, Illinois.
Sounds like a Russian city.
Rochelle?
Russia. Rochelle?
Oh, my God.
Third quarter comes to an end, 52-51. Is it just all combine games? No, you've got about 2 more hours of combine games. Then the tournament kicks off as a deep shot from the right side. Get up, young fella. Let him know. He's got the range.
Sheesh. It's Lux the Dom, by the way, the center.
He shot that one from Rochella.
So done with you. We're going to see him later with Team ESGM, Benzo, Spam, Just Awkward, and Retro. That'll be a really fun team. Nice board from TJ.
Kicks it right back
Gotta
out
have
to
it.
King's World, who knocks down the 3. As you see Swan and company communicating on the offensive side.
This game ain't over. By the way, we have listeners.
We have what, I'm sorry?
Listeners.
Oh, you know we're about to utilize the heck out of those. We have listen-ins if y'all ever want them. Just let me know first before voting. I just read out what our producer said.
Yeah, I don't know why you did that.
I was really scared in case he says something nutty.
But then you wouldn't want to read it.
Oh, I know, but
Oh,
I
yeah,
had to take a
okay.
risk in life as that one's a turnover. Oh,
Nice play.
beautiful tip pass.
Gotta have it.
You know what that reminds me of? Beautiful
Nice.
shot, back-to-back threes by King's World. That little let me jump up in the air and try to tip it reminds me of football when you have like the defensive lineman. When you know you're not about to get to the quarterback, you don't have time to.
Yeah.
You just stand there and you try to go and deflect the pass. You do whatever is best and most optimized thing to do in that current moment, and that's what that deflection reminds me of.
Hey, those deflected passes. In NFL, NBA, it doesn't matter. They will always cause problems. They throw everybody for a loop. Remember way back in the day, Brandon Stokely scored a game-winning touchdown off of a tip pass. It was like an 80-yard touchdown. Throw back to Brandon Stokely, man. Broncos.
Duck trying to find a little bit of space, takes the midi from the free throw line, gets that one to drop as well, and we've got ourselves a 10-point ball game.
Man, his mid-range game is so smooth. He executes it at such a high level.
Why do they keep talking about football? Buddy, my beautiful view across the hotel is Gillette Stadium. Come on.
Sir, we are in the house that Brady built, so
Like, we were in the parking lot of Gillette
literally,
Stadium.
we're literally in the parking lot. Nice shot. I gotta have it.
Misses that one. 10-point game still. Duck looking to extend it to 12. Gets it to the right
Nice
side.
play.
That one's going to get swatted away. Cut doesn't go that time. Hezzy Kane misses that one.
His shot selection has not been great. Again, not great shot selection. He's got to be a little bit more patient. He's pressing right now. He's not had a good shooting performance. I like what Josh is doing, though. The good steal, couple good offensive rebounds this game.
Somebody said Tim Tebow. That's cute. Oh,
nice
beautiful
play.
swing there. Couldn't get the. Oh,
And one?
Oh.
There it is.
Imagine playing that. You can see the frustration right
And
there.
one.
Imagine playing such great defense to where you give up an M1.
And one.
That's terrible.
Just hit the 12 o'clock hour here.
I see MBS in the house.
MDS. Mr. Glizzy
Got
himself.
his hair done.
Yeah, he's got the Hawks colors. That Hawks red.
That's pink, sir.
What?
Vo is him with the dunk.
Nah, his hair's red.
We'll ask him when he comes closer.
Actually, it might be pink. You're right.
I think it's like hot pink, bro.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It's all right. Precise. Where did he come from? Where did he go? Gets a cut from the left side. Great job dropping back to try to defend the paint.
Nice move.
Right corner was open, but he tries to go up with it. Gets blessed. That's going to be the 5th foul on Swan. One more, and he's out of there.
It's a good drop by Swan. Just a bit of an aimless jump. Not really much he could have done there. So honestly, it was either going to be a bucket or a foul. So you might as well put him to the line.
The lead has been cut down to 8. 2 minutes left to go here in the fourth corner. Calls a wrap, gets a pick at the top of the key.
Let's see how
Cuts
Fana
it
Duck
from the
close
left.
this out. Closing time.
Bo. Great job. Ugly.
I don't love that shot selection.
68% covered. That's going to be a foul. Not necessary, but it is there to slow things down. Maybe they had a wide open shot that we didn't see. Oh, and that one's going to be turnover. That's stolen away. Swan with it now. Duck.
Nice
Back over to
pass.
Swan. You get the steal. You get rewarded with the jam of his own.
It's a nice cold pass to close it down. I like that. I like that out of them a lot.
TJ. Trying to get it to the point guard. A lot of movement happening on the offensive side. They settle things down. Strong side to your right. There's the slip. Ball isn't thrown. Gets that shot off for a midi. That one doesn't go. TJ with the offensive board, and that's a quick foul as you have Precise open on the left hash for a quick dish.
Yeah, it's a really good job so far by the white team of just kind of, sticking between this kind of 8 to 12 point lead the entire way through. We've had a couple of runs the other way. Precise had a couple of made threes there, but really good job by Team White, keeping them at arm's distance, closing out this game professionally and casually. I really like what we've seen from Duck this game. The playmaking in the mid-range game is just, it's as good as ever for him.
Knocks down another three, and I forgot we got listen-ins. I promise, chat, we'll get those to you next time around. 64-51, Precise, left side. Uses the pick to get open and knocks down the three.
He's looking good, man. I like his shot selection so far. It looks clean, moving off of screens well. He has a good dribble game, too. Precise been around for a long time.
He indeed has. Boo, back over to Fanta. Throws it down to the slip. Defender's right there, so he gets it right back over to Fanta. 5 seconds to work with. Dishes it to the left side. Icy's got to hit the grenade.
That's a miss.
Very early as well. Cut from the left. Uh-oh. Yeah. I see you got some jewelry now.
Yeah. Got the belt.
See you got some jewelry. I need you to, are you going to do like that? I thought you were going to try to
Put
Aaron
on my
Rodgers
other shoulder.
it.
Put on my other shoulder.
That's a bad shoulder.
Nah, I was just kind of far away from the camera.
Oh, we can hear that puppy.
Yeah. This thing's real. It's like metal.
That's what I love. After one game, everyone thinks they're sleepers.
Everyone's a sleeper. 30 points for Duck. Nobody's sleeping on him anymore. He's been great, this 2K, really has. Just been a nice casual pre-draft for him, playing with the right people, expanding his game. I don't want to say he's a guarantee to get drafted because nobody's a guarantee to get drafted, but I like where his game's at right now.
They got the game close, but it was a little bit too late. 9 seconds left, 5-point lead. Yeah, you got to go ahead and try to foul him at least if you're going to try to come back in this one. But 5-point lead, 3.3 left in this ball game. This is Combine game number 3, which means we've got one more block ahead. And we will see if we will get a third block or not. Duck. And that's going to be it. That's a wrap for this Combine game, 64-59.
Fun game.
What'd you think about that one?
That was a really fun game. You can kind of tell that, at least on Duck's team, you got him, you got Fana, you got Swan. That was a really professional game from all of them, just getting the job done, getting what's easy. Really, really impressed with their performance there. And also, I liked what we saw from Precise as well. He was taking his shots and making them when they have it.
Let's go ahead and show off this bad boy right here. There's a reason that these folks are competing here in New England.